Hello. Okay. All right. I'd like to welcome everybody to the December 2018 Planning Commission meeting. We're going to call it to order. First order of business, we are going to review and approve the minutes for the November meeting. Does anybody have any questions? Anything we want to discuss about the meeting from last month? I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve it.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the meetings from the November 26th meeting.
Who was the second?
Luke?
Luke, thanks.
All those in favor acknowledge by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Okay, before we go any further, I would like to announce that our acting planner, James Walden, has left us. He is going to be the new city planner for Conway, I guess, as of January 2nd. So we'd like to congratulate him for that, and we would like to express our condolences to Julie Ritchie. Congratulate Julie Ritchie. Julie Ritchie is also from Garver, and she's going to be helping us out. And anyway, we'd just like to welcome her. All right. Moving along here. Our second order of business here, we have a request to rezone property located at 1710 West C Place from C4 neighborhood to quiet business to C2 highway commercial to allow behavioral health therapy. Do you have a staff report for us, Julie?
Yes, sir. So right now it's being used, or it has recently been used for a university-related use. It's owned by the university. And they do wish to transfer it to be used as a behavioral health facility. It's a 0.8 acre tract of land near St. Mary's Regional Medical Center campus, and the rezoning is being accomplished to accommodate the sale of the property to St. Mary's to transfer it to that type of use. The property rests in an area that's grown to become regional medical campus, as there are numerous adjacent healthcare facilities. The proposed use does show to be inconsistent with the land use plan, but the plan recommendations are pretty outdated in this area, and it does need to be updated at some point soon in the future. The property that it is adjacent to is existing C2 zoning, and this would be basically congruent with other uses in the area. Therefore, we recommend approval of the rezoning, unless you have any questions.
Okay, thank you. I did fail to mention this was submitted by Kurt Jones Engineering. Kurt, do you have anything to add?
I don't have anything to add. If you don't have any questions, I would be happy to answer.
Okay. Commissioners, anybody have any questions for Mr. Jones?
What exactly is a behavioral health facility? I mean, what?
I mean, that covers a wide range of patients, from, I would assume substance abuse type issues, anything. Counseling, yeah.
But it is not a residence facility, or is it?
I believe it is, yes. I mean, they'll have beds in there for the patients. And that's one of the things that prompted the request for the C2 versus right now it's currently zoned C4, which, does allow some sorts of medical, type offices and facilities, but does not allow the inpatient type treatment.
So is the land around it residential, or?
No, there's no residential.
No
in there.
residential.
No,
It's
it's all medical office, and this actually is connected to the to the existing St. Mary's campus.
Okay.
I mean, it's adjacent to it, and they own property immediately adjacent to it.
Okay.
All right.
Is this a buy-down facility?
I'm sorry?
Is this a lockdown facility?
I don't know the details of the facility, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. It's a service that the hospital is currently offering right now in the existing facility. They're wanting to relocate these beds to this adjacent property.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jones. Guys, anybody else have any questions? Do I hear a motion on this?
I'll move to approve.
All right, we have a motion to approve the request. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second. All right, we got a motion and a second to approve this request. All those in favor acknowledge by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carried. All right, item number 3. We have a request for a waiver for a non-standard commercial building design for construction of mini storages, Spiceworld South 2, South Arkansas, submitted by Dave Garza on behalf of Nancy Lemon. Juliet, take it away.
Yeah, this is an action request for approval of a non-standard building. So the standard buildings, you don't have to have any special approval for that. It's if you build with kind of the standard commercial facade design standards that require a certain amount of masonry and windows and things on that facade that faces the street. In this case, they are going to have some split block on the side of the building that faces the street, but they're asking for an exception for the remainder of the facade for it to just be metal. And the reasoning is that, if you look at the back of the staff report, generally that is congruent with the other style of buildings that are in the area, both at this facility and surrounding facilities. The way James explained it to me is that, this area has kind of had that type of development, and that there have been other non-standard building permits allowed to kind of match that area as well in the past. So we don't see that it's going to cause any kind of issue. The criteria for allowing that is that the structure will be in harmony with existing portions of the development it is part of, and it will be as a mini storage, and that the structure will be in harmony with the aesthetic of the surrounding properties. And again, we feel it will be. So if you have any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Okay, thank you, Juliet. Dave, do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, we're asking for a variance now. Is this building already in place?
It is. The reason that this has come up is the property and the design and the site plan didn't require planning commission review. It was going through staff, and that's when it was caught that on the sides, because the way it's situated and the way the ordinance reads, you have to go at least 8 foot down the sides. Well, if you know, with the mini storage, that's where you put your roll-up doors, and so that's why we had to come back and brought this. Owner requested that we bring this before the planning commission to get the variance. They are going to do the front exactly, that way with split face block and a decorative side, and it's going to follow the same pattern as all the other mini storages that we have around town. I had pictures that I'd shown. So it's more of a house cleaning type situation.
Okay.
So the variance is just for the sides?
Just the sides.
So the split will be all the way up
Right.
facing the road, and the variance is for the doors on the side?
Right. And the building sits about 80 feet off the roadway. So it's quite a ways off.
Yeah, I went out and looked at it, and it just surprised me it's already there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any further questions? Do I hear a motion in reverse to this?
I'll make a motion to approve the waiver.
Okay, we have a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the request for the waiver on this. And all those in favor, acknowledge by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. All right. We have no further business. We are going to call it a night. We are adjourned.